oil that heals. Amen? Glory to God. I take communion for my family, take it for my marriage, my family, for my church. And so I usually have communion sitting over here on the side. And it's not just for me, it's for anybody that feels like you need it for the day. I need it every day. Praise God. I just want to renew my seal before God. Amen? Amen. I want to receive everything He has for me. I want everything He's got for me. Praise God. I'm hungry for the things of God. If you had me in a Bible study, you definitely know that I can keep you for a while because I want to get it in us what we are. There's an inheritance that's so real in the saints. And I need a word today, don't you? I'm desperate for something that can change some things. There's some things that can be changed. Am I right? Praise God. We're the change agents of the world. How many don't get tired waiting on other folks to change it? So I'm going to do what I can. Right? What's in my hand to do? Amen. I want to talk about a meal. And I want to talk about, we're going to be in 1 Kings, chapter 19. Is that where I'm going? Yep. Amen. And chapter 18, I just give you a rundown. This is about Elijah. Everybody heard about Elijah before. Elijah had power with God. And he just coming off this event, we took on 400 prophets of Baal and another bunch of prophets from the Ashtaroth. These are gods or demons that the people of Israel were now following. And they had a big showdown on Mount Carmel. They were smoking on Carmel. Amen. Because the fire of heaven come down. God proved God is God. There's the middle of a drought. They didn't have no water. And all of a sudden He's got water. The pork of sacrifice drenched it. And God's fire came down. And all the other prophets, they jumped and yelled all day long to get their God to move. And they cut themselves and they ran crazy trying to get their God to move. I mean, we live in a society that's trying to get their God to move. But our God, come on. But you have to tell your neighbor, we got a God. Amen. We got a God in the midst of all this stuff that knows how to move. Anyway, that he went through this ordeal, Elijah did. He's got something to speak to us because he reacted the way we reacted. Come on. How many know that you're growing? And sometimes you don't do it all right all the time. I know perfect people get on you, but guess what? God knows how to get you out. They take you where you fail and get you up on your feet. Where other people put you underneath the thumb. Fail. I don't know if it's ever been you that you failed. Somebody always wants to rub your face. Gosh, I want you to learn from it. I want you to get up and go on. Amen. That's a true parent. How many know he's a true parent? How good. But you don't have to bring it up all the time. Remember when you failed 20 years ago? And some people are good at that. You'll have a fight, and all of a sudden they're bringing up stuff that should have been done a long time ago. Amen. That's the deal. But here's God. He wants to grow us up. So Elijah had a little difficulty here, and we're going to get into it. Chapter 19. And Ahab told Jezebel all that Elijah had done, with all how he had slain all the prophets with the sword. Now, Ahab got scared. But instead of being thankful to God, he started telling his wife. And Jezebel, the Jezebel spirit is one wants to take over and control everything. It could be in man, could be in women. Grace doesn't matter. This is not a gender-sensitive thing. This is about people that want to control outside the realm of God. How many know there's a world full of them? Yeah. They want to control you. They want to make you in their likeness and image. How many know that? God even told me not to invest in my wife that way. She made my likeness and image. And that's what I want you to pray. And so here you have Ahab telling his wife, because he's not man enough to do anything about it. And Jezebel sent a messenger unto Elijah saying, let the gods do to me more also, and if I make not your life as one of them by tomorrow this time, so I want to make you dead just like the prophets you did. I just put it in my language. And when he saw that, he rose and went for his life, and came to Beersheba, which belonged to Judah, and left a servant there. Now he's on the run. I said he's on the run. He just met all these prophets and slain them. And the people were standing there waiting to see who's going to win. How many know there's people always standing on the sidelines waiting to see who's going to win? Because they ain't going to make no commitment. And sometimes you're the only one out there making a commitment, and everybody else waiting to see somebody make a commitment. And they were real political. If God wins, we'll say, hey, yeah, God is the one. God's got this. And that's what religion says. But there's some folk that are going to have to stand up in the midst of persecution, in the midst of what everybody else is doing, and make a stand. Right. This guy made a stand, but Jezebel was going to kill him. And he went for his life. And he left his servant there. But he himself went on a day's journey into the wilderness and came and sat down underneath a juniper tree, and he requested for himself that he may die. He said, it's enough now, O Lord, take away my life. I am not better than my fathers. How many know that sounds desperate? That sounds like a tired person. That sounds like somebody who's frustrated. Amen. Take my life. I'm no better than my fathers. Forget Freud. Freud was, we're a product of our fathers. Well, listen, I'm going to tell you something else. We're a product of what we choose also. We don't have to be a product and blame somebody else. But I have said this to her because I did the blame game. And I said, you know, I know in my flesh I'm no better than the ones that failed me. Because sometimes we want to bring up their failures to make ourselves feel sorry for ourselves. Somebody's at fault for the condition I am. But he says, I'm no better than my fathers. He's being real with God. He needs a word. He needs some encouragement. How many know you don't push a person down when they're in this world? You know, this world is full of people that want an answer. Amen. They don't know. They're blaming everything in the system. They just don't know how to get back up. They don't know how to get out of the quagmire they're in. They just don't know. But here's God. I want you to see what God does to the man. Because I want you to see how He's going to treat you. So you can divide between condemnation and conviction. So you know when God picks you up and when the devil trying to rub your face in defeat. Because some folk, when they get defeated, they don't come back. Come on. They don't come back because they thought they failed perfection. You didn't fail perfection. You just gave up. The righteous fall 7 times, but they get back up. Come on. Amen. I'm not looking for somebody to blame. I'm looking for a track to run on me. If I look for somebody to blame, I'm going to be stuck where I'm at. And I hate being stuck where I'm at. I want to release. I want to go somewhere. I want to achieve something. And Elijah was a man that would do that. I hear you. I want you to see how this works. And he lay down and slept under the juniper tree. And behold, the angel touched him and said, arise and eat. And he looked, and behold, there was a cake baking on the coals, and a cruse of water at his head, and did eat and drink and lay down again. And the angel of the Lord came again the second time and touched him and said, arise and eat, for that journey is too great for thee. Come on. This is the point I want to make this morning. Is God got a meal for you to refresh you. The man was on the run, was he not? God did not grab him and say, hey, what you doing running from her? Get up and fight. He did not. He made a meal for the man. Sometimes you need a meal from God. Amen. Because you are on the run. Because you've been discouraged. Because you're laying down right now. You don't know how to get back up. But God didn't. Well, I want you to see how God does it. He cooked a meal for the man. He cooked a meal for where he came from. Brother Jim, he came from a place. He didn't get there in the right way. Come on now. But God made him a meal for where he came from. How many know that you come to communion because you come from some stuff? You're leaving some stuff behind. You might not be doing it all the right way yet, but you're leaving some stuff. But God's got a meal to refresh you because you're going somewhere. And that isn't enough. You made another meal because you're going somewhere. See, we're always coming from someplace, and we're always going somewhere. Are you hearing me?
Amen.
Amen. Sometimes we have to leave some stuff we don't do it the best way.
Amen.
God needs to get him where he can talk to him. Yeah. Are you hearing? I've got to get up to a place he can really hear you. How many know that trying to hear God out of desperation, out of complete distrust of yourself, come on, in failure, God said, I'm going to feed you. Yeah. See, that's why we have a communion, so we can get fed something that can nourish us spiritually, so we can get up and really hear Him through the defeat. Come on, I'm talking about some folks today that have left some things, and you left it because you're on the run. Come on. Amen, but you're going somewhere. God didn't tell them where He's going. Ever in this passage is there a direction on where He's going. Yeah. I mean, how many know you don't know everything where you're going? I know I'm on a journey. I know I'm making steps, but I don't know the whole journey. Do you? If you know the whole journey, you can help me out, because all I know, I'm in the next step. And all a walk is a repeated step anyway. Are you hearing me? I'm watching Noel learn how to walk. You got to learn to stand up. Get a bit of balance. Because he used to be on all fours. Once you stand up, she doesn't have all the balance. So she walks like she hasn't walked before, right? Sometimes we've been crawling too long. And God wants to get us up, give us some balance. And then all of a sudden you start repeating a step. She learns to walk by repeating it step by step. God is my Savior. He's my Lord. He died for me. I accept Him. He cleanses me with His blood. Guess what? I take another step in that, another step in it, and all of a sudden I start to have confidence in how to walk. I always wonder how they do that with the people with diapers stuck around there. You want to walk right? Come on. And sometimes we're not growing up yet. Come on, somebody. We still got the diapers on. Come on. We're still making a mess. We don't know how to clean up yet. But here's God. God comes on the scene and cooks the man a meal. So you go back to sleep. You go rest. I got this. And as soon as he wakes up, cooks him another meal. Cooked him a meal for where he came from. Forgiveness, redemption, refreshment. Then stands him up with another meal, because you are going somewhere. And this meal he ate took him 40 days. He ended up at this place called Horeb. The same place Moses received the commandments from God. I was wondering, why do you go all the way back there? And I read all the commentaries on it. It says he wanted a sensational mountain burning stuff to reassure his faith in God. I don't think that was it. I think he was searching for the heart of God. See, Mount Sinai was the Mount of Revelation. He was looking for a revelation that Moses got. He didn't want to go any further unless he had a revelation from God. How many of you, sometimes I can't get any further in my walk right now. I need God to give me a revelation of who He is. I want to know He's in my presence. I got to know He is with me. I got to know we can run through a truth. I can still leap over a wall. Even when I'm old, bless God, I know I can run. Yes, sir. Come on. He was all the way to a place called Horeb. Then God says, He asked me a question. Let me tell you where He's at here. He came. In verse 9, the Lord came to him and said to him, "Why? What doest thou here, Elijah?" Now, you put it in my language, what are you doing here? What doeth thou here? I wouldn't talk to you that way. I'm so glad you're here. But what's your purpose? Why are you here alive? Come on. How many know God don't ask a question to get information?
That's right. Amen.
He's getting location. Where the man thinks he's at. How the man thinks about sin. How many know that God's going to ask you a question just to get you to think and you to vocalize where you think you're at? I don't know about you. I have dialogue with God, and He asks me questions. Why did you do that? Well, Ashla was saving them on high. It's easier for them to take the blame than me because I'm not as secure. God asks you questions to locate how you see Him, how you see yourself, how you see others. And every lie we believe about God, ourselves, and others, God attacks it with questions. I don't know about you, I start to pray. You say, you never hear anything from God? I do. There's always a correction type thing. Otherwise, sometimes you get really silent. It gets real quiet when I know there's a question coming. The test is coming. And he says, I'm the only one. And he said, I've been very jealous for the Lord God of hosts, for the children of Israel, forsaken thy covenant, thrown down thy altars, and slain thy prophets. I, even I only am left, and they that seek my life to take it away. And he said, go forth and stand upon the mountain before the Lord, and the Lord passed by. And a great strong wind rent the mountains, and great pieces of the rock. But the Lord was not in the wind. After that earthquake, we got an earthquake. After that a fire, but it wasn't a fire, but in a still, small voice. He complained he's the only one left. I have done it. Well, I'm the only one. I'm the only one. God said, I got 7,000 that did not bow to me. You know, if I was Elijah, I'd probably give us something written here. Where are they? That'd just be me. How come they weren't up on this mountain? Only I am left. God took him to this mountain and said, listen, I'm going to teach you something. You want me to destroy your enemy by an earthquake, a fire, and all this other things. I'm going to speak to you with still small voice. And a lot of people, and I heard this before, and said, listen, he's not in all this loud stuff. I better watch this stuff. Well, the man needed to get quiet before God. Right? He wasn't talking about all the time. You've got to be whispering. God's voice can come in a still, soft whisper. But it will leave you. Come on. When it gets into you, when it lives into you, when we say breathe on us, we're actually saying, breathe into me so I become what you need me to become. When that gets in you, it becomes a trumpet. I don't come up and whisper to you when I got a revelation. God, my God, you just showed me this.
Right. Amen.
You ever saw some of the lights that turned on? All of a sudden the lights are turned on and you see something you've never seen before. Out of the world.
Yes.
Everybody with me this morning?
Yes.
Yeah? Now, and it's exciting. God reveals who He is.
Yeah. Yeah.
You go up to somebody. Or you say, my God, He just told me. My reveal, I've been a dummy all along. I didn't even see this. It was right in front of my face. All of a sudden, God turns the lights on. My Lord, this is good stuff. I don't see anybody who wins the Publishers Clearinghouse pop the balloons when they come. Amen. Or tell them to be quiet. They start shouting. Why? Because they got something they didn't deserve. But how much more you, as the church, as the living body of Christ, when you gets in you, my God, nobody's going to get you to be still. Just to help you with that still small voice. Yeah. I heard God thunder. I heard God whisper. All I need is a thought. God sets you on fire. Yeah. And He gets inside. You see exactly what you are and what the inheritance you have and the position He placed you in. My God, you didn't deserve any of it at all. And the breath He gives you to live. I thank Him. I get in with the spirit of gratitude. I thank Him for my hot water to come through the shower, even though it leaks. Amen. I thank Him for my car to turn on, even though it's all rusty. Amen. I start thanking Him for my bank account. I thank Him for the bills that come because I didn't use electricity. I start thanking with a pure gratitude. That's what? He sustains my life. Yeah. Yeah. So I want to tell you about you give meals. Yeah. He's not going to give you a meal. Brother Wade will give you 40 days worth of running. Yeah. Come on now. I'm going to take you through a business. I'm going to give you a meal that can take you through the enemy. I'm going to give you a meal that you can run and you can jump and you can make the enemy know. And then the presence of God was there. I'll feed you when you're down, but when you're up, I'll give you another meal. Amen. I'll make sure you can lay down and rest. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He makes me lay down in green pastures and He feels me because He knows when He gets me forward. He's going to take me through the valley of the shadow of death. And I'm not going to fear a thing because I got Him that's never been able to give me. I got Him that spreads a table in the presence of my enemies. I got my God that anoints my head with oil and my cup runneth over. Amen. That's because I had 2 meals. I didn't have one, I had 2. I had one, but I was a mess. Then when I got up, I got another meal. And that means I can go through the valley of the shadow of death. I don't have to fear a thing because you only see a shadow when the lights are turned on. Because otherwise it's just dark in here. That ain't for dead people. It's for me that's walking right now. I can taste it. Yeah. Taste it. Smells home cooked meal. God's cooked up something for you. And if you're tired today, if you're about to really give up today, if you've been through some things and you failed today, I want you to tell you, God will bring you to a place you can lay down and He'll cook you a meal, bless God. He won't rub your face with your feet. The enemy will. But God spreads a table. Yeah. Feed you from the heavenly throne. I'm the bread that came down from heaven. I'll feed you me. Amen. You take this bread. It is my body. You take the cup. It's my blood. And you eat, and my life will sustain you. The same victory that raised Jesus from the dead. The same power lives in you. Praise God. I get a meal. I get ribs twice a day. Come on, when I lay down. Sometimes you just got to go to bed. Sometimes you just got to say, oh, well, I can't do anything about it anyway. I've just got to lay down. I got to rest a little bit. And God will cook you a meal, oh my God, and make you lay down again. Since He says you're going to get up, because the journey ahead of you, He didn't talk about where He left. He didn't say one word about it. He said the journey before you is great. How he handled that prophet is how he handles you. Guys, what are you doing here? I know I had 2 meals, I ended up here. That's what I would say. Sometimes you put yourself in this, you figure out. I ate 2 meals.
Yeah.
And ended up here I God. God told him, I want you to know this one, this one, and this one, and that. You're going to find your own replacement. You're going to anoint this one a king. That one's going to be a king. That one's going to be the prophet of your soul. Okay, you got a call to order to do, brother.
Yeah.
I don't know about you. When I found out God doesn't love your face and your defeats, it's freedom.
Yes.
Because I know people, one accusation, and they send them to hell.
Yeah. Come on.
In today's culture, you're guilty.
Yeah.
And you got the world to prove that you're innocent. But here comes God.
Yeah. Come on.
Guys, what kind of Christian? What? You're a prophet? You're running from this woman? What? Not me. I got too much faith. I've heard people say that. I just want to say, if I was where Abraham was, we would have a kid a long time ago. If I was where Paul was, I would have went through the thorn in the flesh because I got too much faith. I looked at him, you sorry mess, you missed the whole thing. You missed the whole message.
Yeah.
You're talking about you, which is a failure anyway.
Yeah.
You ain't talking about God that knows how to transform failures into winners. And it's a picture of Abraham, a picture of Paul, a picture of Elijah, that God don't leave you when you stumble.
Come on.
Your family might let you down. Come on here. Your friends might lead you down. Come on. Just because you fail, God said, oh, we don't want nothing to do with you. We're going to shun you. The Amish don't got nothing on shunning the way other folks do. Come on here.
Yeah.
I won't even look at you. But God cooks the meal for him. This is why Jesus ate with the...
All right.
And why is he eating with the sinners? Because you're too dumb to get the meal.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
You ain't no better than them.
Come on. Preach it.
They was willing to change.
Yeah.
You're not.
Come on.
So the accusers of the ones in life, they're not willing to change. They only are happy when you're as miserable as they are. But if you start stepping in redemption, you start stepping in forgiveness, you start eating that meal, and start being refreshed, your journey is greater than your past. Come on here. What's behind you is done. What's before you is great. Hallelujah. All it takes is a repentant heart to get. Amen. I'm feeling the Holy Ghost on that. I believe there's some folk here that been through some things. They got things they're leaving behind. And people are looking at you. You've been the craziest mess I ever seen. And you know what? And they still think that. It doesn't matter what they think. It doesn't matter what how God sees you. And I have repented for everything I believed about God that was a lie. What I believed about others, which was a lie. Especially about myself. Every lie. As you come up through religious systems, you're not allowed to be imperfect. You are not allowed to fail. But if you live in real life like I do, there's a solution for failure. All you have to do is say, yeah, that's me. I was one. I failed. I messed up. You're right, God. I'm wrong. And come to the altar other, and you exchange it. The process of life is exchanging junk that don't work for stuff that does.
Amen.
And so sometimes we got to go to the altar with our broken little wagon and get something that's got some wheels to it, that's got some horsepower to it, and get into that and ride off.
Amen.
Glory to God. I'm getting ready to close. Hallelujah. I feel God cooked a meal. Because there's one's worrying. I mean, I know what it is to be tired. I'm going to tell you something. I'm not feeling the thing right now, but I couldn't even hardly move to get out of bed this morning. I won't want to tell anybody. Just want you to know how it is when you just really. Come on, big faith guy.
Who?
Go ahead.
So I was waiting for worship. Oh man, I'm basking on the floor. See, you know what I do in worship time? I'm real quiet because I got to draw something in.
Come on.
I got my mouth open to draw in.
Yeah.
I'm drawn from the Spirit. I'm telling you what, I come to church expecting the breath of God to be there so I could draw in. So let me start doing those praise songs.
Amen.
I start drawing in. Drawing in. Drawing in. Drawing in. All of a sudden, I got it. I got it. It's fun. I went to bed, God. Because I've been drawn. I really believe. I pray. I said, we need engagement.
Yes. Yes.
I'm drawn because this one's tired and looking like I am. My back hurt. God, I hurt. I had Mama help me off the floor. I was trying to do these exercises. God help me off the floor. I can't get up.
Who?
And she helped me up off the floor and said, help me put these clothes on. You know, sometimes she's got to learn patience with me. I said, you got to help me. Got to get me. I told you not to go out there and mow that grass. I said, I know it. But need to get done. So I rolled myself over here. And I started seeing everybody. I started straightening up. I know I'm fine, but it's God.
Who?
And I'm going to get some.
Who?
I'm on my way to get some.
Yep.
I'm not here to watch.
Yep. Yep.
I'm not here to scripture. I'm not here to awe. I'm in here to get some. I'm telling you, I'm not feeling thing right now. I want to cook this anointing up, get it in my bloodstream, get it in my body. I want this to heal me because I need to get up.
Amen. Amen.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I can't tell everybody you should go to church to get healed if I want to stay down myself.
Amen.
Amen. I come to church. I didn't close it here, but I come. I was going through that brain tumor and I couldn't even walk. I said, I'm too tired of sitting home. Get me to the church. Yeah, I'm going to have to go in that wheelchair. I said, well, I don't care. I'm going to go to church.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I come to church, and then the folks start crying, and the folks, well, they got no faith. They went on, and someone said, well, you should have stayed home. I said, well, no. No, I'm not.
Yep.
If you really know me,
Yeah.
I don't quit.
Yeah.
If you really know who I am, I got a no-quit spirit in me that doesn't want to stop. Amen. I think it still can take on the world. Amen. I think it because I've been eating the Word, and I don't know what to do with it all, but my God, I'm going to get something. Hallelujah. Let's stand on our feet. Glory to God. I know God's in the healing business. Hallelujah. Sister Wanda, you don't even have to move up here. You might want some believers, unless you're going to come, want some believers to put their hands on her. Right now. Put some hands on her. I'm the ones that believe God can do miracles. Put your hands on her. Doctor's going to tell her next week what they think they ought to do with their heart. Well, right now, my daddy's start thinking about something different. I think God cooked her a meal. Because she's coming from illness. She's coming from illness. Come on, somebody. She's coming from illness, and she's got a meal to her. Right now we agree that God will heal her lungs, heal her heart. I'm asking for more years that we can have Sister Wanda in our midst. I'm asking God to extend her life. Whatever has to be miraculous. We believe God for a miraculous healing of her heart. In the bells of her heart, every hole in her heart is sealed. The seal. Man, all he can do is make stuff what it is. Well, right now we agree that you would heal her heart. Lord God, you would heal. You would heal. As we're standing here believing in the name of Jesus Christ, we are commanded of the Spirit of God to believe in healing. That is ours. It's the children's bread. We receive it for Sister Wanda, God. What procedures they have to do when they look at her, they're going to see the fingerprints of God on that heart. If they can actually see the very fingerprints of God, they're going to see what God has done. In Jesus' name, we're receiving that miracle. I said we're receiving a miracle. In Jesus' name. And that's when there's a shout. There's a shout. I don't deserve it. I don't deserve it. But God's given it to him. In Jesus' name, receive the meal from heaven that heals. In Jesus' name. You believe that? You believe it with all your heart, say it. Lord, give her a big old love. I want everybody to love on this Lord.